Good afternoon, I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner. I want to show you a 1 p.m. update on this storm. It's now named Cindy. It's officially a tropical storm. Here's the latest. It's got winds of 45 miles per hour. It's not moving. It's stationary, pressure 999 millibars. So it's a weak tropical storm at this point. It has potential to get a little bit stronger, and it's heading toward the northwest. Houston, Liberty County, Galveston County, Harris County, the city of Houston included, under a tropical storm watch. That means that tropical storm conditions are possible. But to the east, High Island points east, it's a tropical storm warning. That means that tropical storm conditions are either already in progress or they're expected to become a force here in the next several hours. So as it progresses northwest, which is expected to do once again, it will impact areas of our southeast coastline as soon as Wednesday night. Here's the 7 p.m. position Wednesday, and then the 7 a.m. Thursday position will be here. So this will be a Wednesday overnight event with waves of heavy rain. Now, wind won't be as much of a concern with this because winds of 45 miles per hour sustained translate on the ground in reality when you're dealing with all the friction of trees and the land to maybe a 20 mile per hour sustained wind with gusts to 30. So it's nothing we haven't seen in a big thunderstorm. It certainly won't be a hurricane type of a situation, but what we will see is some heavy rain, and that could become a flooding rain for some communities, especially east of I-45, which would have the highest likelihood for the heavy rain. But it's important to note with this track that extends east through central Louisiana in the western periphery, goes right through Harris County, is that the center of circulation could just as easily track through Houston, downtown, as it could the center of the cone, currently forecast to track through Beaumont. Or it could track even farther east toward Louisiana. Now, the computer models have been trending west, so truly, we're not out of the woods. Houston's still in play for significant impacts from this storm. So we're going to watch this very carefully. As you know, the tropics are fickle. Things can change very quickly. Now, the difference between this tropical storm, which will be mainly a flood event compared to previous tropical storms, is that it appears that it will be moving. That said, it's currently stalled. Before we get into this, let me show you this. This is a look from the new satellite GO-16 at the system. You can see it's stalled, it's not moving, but that's the center of circulation. All the thunderstorms off to the east. If we find ourselves on the eastern edge of this thing, like if this works towards, say, Matagorda County and pushes east, we'd be into the worst of it. So heads up on that. Now, what is a tropical storm? Well, that's flooding rain potential. 3 to 8 inches of rain, gusty winds from 39 miles per hour sustained within the system to as high as 73. Anything over that becomes a hurricane. That said, we're going to be on the low end of this. It looks like at the worst. And also rough seas, dangerous waves, and currents. So here's a look at that satellite picture. Pretty impressive to see. This is located about 350 miles southeast of our neck of the woods. And over the next day or so, it will start moving into the area. So as for the extended forecast, we've upped the rain chances significantly to include the effects from this thing. Specifically for Thursday, we're looking at an 80% chance for rain, but it'll be a very interesting day where we have very little rain west of Houston and potentially a deluge just east of Houston. It's impossible to say at this point, but we're looking at temps from the mid-90s cooling to the mid-80s thanks to all the clouds and all of the rain. So I can't reiterate enough that this is a developing situation. Allison was the infamous one that flooded Houston. This is probably not going to be an Allison. That is statistically highly, highly unlikely, but it is a tropical system. Unexpectedly, this is stalled right now offshore. It's conceivable that it could unexpectedly stall later as well. The forecast track officially, though, takes it northeast at a steady clip about 10 miles, northwest at a steady clip at about 10 miles an hour, which should make this all end by Thursday night into Friday morning. So by Friday, we should be wrapping it up. Hopefully we get out of those with just some beneficial rains, nothing too bad. Of course, we'll let you know as the afternoon progresses. Dr. Neil Frank is in the house later on this afternoon for his analysis, along with Chief Meteorologist David Paul. I'm Meteorologist Brooks Garner. We'll be back here with updates throughout the afternoon on Facebook, Twitter, and KHOU.com.